work that I like kind of needed. Like, like kind of cool. I wouldn't have been able to make that winner. I wouldn't have been running. I found this.
Maybe you talk about the hour, let's get the hour. I wish we had kept up our anyways and had them in Rago, and I wish they hadn't. I don't know. I don't even care about the items. I just wish they hadn't rushed past us without letting us know they were playing.
Yeah. It's like they were just like, fuck it, let's just do it.
It was like a day where they didn't even call us.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, okay, if we switched you off and you didn't want to play with us, that's cool, whatever. But there was nothing. There was just a day where they didn't call us.
I don't understand why they like were playing, and we were playing along fine, and then I was like trying to help them out, like, I don't know, and then all of a sudden, like, I was like, even like an item drop, so okay, that was cool, I couldn't do that, like, none of you really did. No one even said anything. I was like, wow, really?
Maybe I would like to. I don't even know nothing about nothing. I just wanted to run around and have fun with video games with one guy, and that was like, I understand where you're coming from. If I knew more about the games, I'd want that too. But even just having fun running around, that's too much. Doing with the items. It's not like you PvP on ladder and you're trying to whatever. 45 is like a big deal.
Actually, the item was.
But that's not the point.
Yeah, that's not. I was on. Yeah. I was playing through the game instead of being rushed and doing all that shit. I was actually playing through the game with them, you know. And you need items like that when you're playing. That's kind of the point. I'm sorry. Pretty good for Shay coming on, man. I guess it's pretty all my purple princess. I want to get the real nuds of it. I want to see what it's like. Like
I got another big issue. It ain't why I don't play it. It makes sense. But I guess living out there,
well, you like RPGs.
I'll do good ones. You know,
yeah,
I agree. Just play it online. And years later, yeah. It manifests every emotion she might possibly have at any time. It looked like, oh, that's sad. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you hurting her?
Watch out, Charlie. You'll get knocked out by that tail.
Skylar's used to have a Dalmatian that whack it, like it would just sit in one spot and wait for them to get home. Dalmatians are like crazy, just in general, almost all of them. So it would just sit in the same place and wait for them to get home while everyone was gone and working at school. and it would whack its tail against the wall, waiting in anticipation for them for 8 hours. And like, you know, it started getting bad, and then all of a sudden one day, they come home and there's blood just still shooting everywhere, all over the wall, still coming out of the dog's tail because it hasn't stopped. Blood everywhere, hasn't stopped.
Oh my God.
So like, I know it's not going to happen, that's why I've never said that before, but I always think of that when I see her. I didn't see it. I just heard the story.
Remember that Dalmatian? Remember the Dalmatian that, Butch had? Oh. Bob. Stagny. Jack? You don't remember Jack? They had the Dalmatian sculpture? Oh, yeah.
I think everyone that has a Dalmatian has a Dalmatian sculpture. They did too. They didn't actually have the Dalmatian anymore, but they still have the statue.
This one was outside.
They had to put him down, not because of that, but for the same basic things.
Jack was a good dog. Jack liked the horse.
They're so inbred to get them to look right.
And they does when they're deaf. There's a lot of deaf Dalmatians.
They're awesome. I think they're beautiful animals, but no, they're just not an animal you want to own.
They're terrible with kids. Jack wasn't. I think it's people. Yeah. How your dog responds to kids. You gotta get them around kids going to be.
Some people really don't bring their dogs up right. But every pit bull I've ever known has been the most friendliest little cuddly teddy bear of an animal with its family. I don't have a problem with pit bulls, but I can understand the people that do.
Unless I get them as a baby. I'm talking like baby.
If you own a pit bull at any time, your dog might kill a cat.
But Cindy might kill a kid. I mean, I'm just, you know.
Yeah, no, it's possible. I would say pretty unlikely. She'd want to play with it. She might kill it, but it would be on accident. That's why I totally would give you that. She might. I don't think it'd be on purpose. This guy is so my mom's dad that it's like my grandfather watched this show and said, that's how I'm going to act from now on.
That's my grandfather and my grandmother. Because my grandmother acted just like he did.
She's how my grandmother would have seen herself, but my grandmother was not the homemaker she thought she was.
My grandma was. My grandmother never worked.
My grandmother never worked either. My grandmother thought she was that homemaker.
She worked in the house, though. Her house was spotless. Dinner was on the table when my grandpa got home, and she got up every morning and made him breakfast and laid out his clothes for him to go to work, and